Hey everybody, welcome back to Tinnitus Labs. And today we have another user of the Susan Shore device, Karin, and her story is very interesting. So hello Karin, welcome to the podcast, and I'm glad to have you here today, and thank you so much for participating or agreeing to participate in this interview.
It's a pleasure for me.
Okay, so let's get started. Well, first of all, I think everybody would be interested in hearing a little bit about yourself, a little bit about your tinnitus story, like how you got it, how long you've had it, and of course, a lot of people have been asking about the severity, objective severity, yes, like were you reactive or something like that.
Okay, I try my very best. It began nearly 4 years ago. I woke up in the morning and on my left ear, I didn't hear anything. It was silence. I didn't know what it was, but it was silence. And afterwards, I went to the ENT and he told me that I have a sudden hearing loss. And this hearing loss recovered time by time during 2 months. But what remained was a tinnitus. But this tinnitus was not a huge problem for me. It was bothering, but not catastrophic. So after 2 months, I was recovered. Then I got my first corona infection, and this infection changed a lot of things in my brain. I had the tinnitus became very, very loud. And I had something that is called endolymphatic hydrops. I don't know how to explain. It's not important, but what is important is it has something to do with the liquids in the inner ear, that I had maybe 20 or 30 hearing losses overnight. In the night, I woke up, I heard nothing, and I woke up in the morning and the hearing was back again. It was a very strange thing. I had vertigo, very heavy. I couldn't stand on my own feet, and I was sick for 6 months. So everything recovered, but what remained was, for me, a very severe tinnitus. It was not only a sound, it was an orchestra in my ears. I think about 8 or 10 different sounds, but not only this. I had the impression that my head explodes like fireworks everywhere, were little explosions, and I couldn't live a normal life anymore. Yes, and this was the situation before I discovered your project, and I couldn't live a normal life anymore.
So the symptoms, this orchestra and something like that, yes, right before treatment, right? It was still at the maximum severity, and I think you also mentioned you were reactive?
Yes, highly reactive.
Mm-hmm. To what exactly? To what types of sounds?
Many things in my daily life. I open the water tap and the tinnitus made I put some oil in the pan, and when the oil made the tinnitus exploded. The toilet flush, for example. It was really, really hard to live my life because it reacts to everything, nearly every sound.
I see. Did you have any form of hyperacusis?
At the beginning, I had, but in the last 1 or 2 years, not a few, but not much.
Okay. Well, tell us about the device usage and the treatment. So, what you felt maybe after the first or second or third, et cetera, week. And of course, how you feel after the treatment. And one thing which is really important is whether or not you believe it was placebo or the effects of the treatment. Yeah.
I can start this. No, it's not placebo for me, because after starting the treatment, happened things that didn't happen the 4 years before. Okay, I will start. First, I have to say, for me, the device was a great chance, my only chance to get back a piece of my normal life. And I did really everything that it will be a success. I lived like in a monastery. I avoided every noise exposure. I didn't work a lot, only lonely here at home. We live at the edge of a forest. In this sense, I'm very privileged in being in a quiet environment. I know this, and I'm also a freelancer. This means that I'm my own boss. So I didn't have to go to work in a loud place. So I started the first week. In the first week, nothing happened, nothing. And in the second week, I woke up one morning and I had silence in my ears. Silence, complete silence. Didn't know this, but only for 10 minutes. And this never happened again, unfortunately. But I noticed that it became, in general, more quiet. Each tone became more quiet.
So every tone altogether,
Every tone.
even though you were targeting only one.
No. I targeted my baseline, but every tone got more quiet. So I can say the good days, when I had in former times good days, now they are really nearly no tinnitus days. No is not the right expression, but it's a sound, a quiet noise like a fridge or something. And the catastrophic days are now bad days. So, yeah.
So now you have good days and bad days.
I had before, but the bad days before were catastrophic days. I couldn't work. I was crying in my bed. I could do nothing, maybe some works in the garden, but these days were lost. You were really handicapped.
Oh, do you still get those bad days?
No, not these in this sense. Still bad days, maybe 2 a week, but I can bear them much better than before. It's not so loud. It's bothering, but not catastrophic.
So overall, the overall volume basically decreased, sorry, yeah?
Yeah. In numbers, maybe I would say 30 to 40%, but it's difficult to say because each day is a bit different. It's nothing constantly.
I see. And what about your reactivity?
Yes, the reactivity is nearly gone. And what is interesting is it disappeared during my break. After the 6 weeks, I did a break of 2 weeks, and I opened the water tap and nothing happened. I
Oh,
used the toilet flush and nothing happened. So it disappeared during this break. It's interesting, as if the brain is still rewiring. In my words, it's not the right expression.
well, yeah, that's
Um,
that's absolutely right. Yes, lots of
mhm.
interesting stuff can happen during and even after the treatment period. So you're continuing to use the device, yes, and you
Yes.
mentioned that your tinnitus is continuing to improve, but a little bit slowly. Yeah.
Yeah, it's for me it could be more faster, but yeah, I use it until I arrive in a state of yeah, that I can forget it.
I see. Okay, and what about your quality of life? Would you say that this improved a lot?
Yeah, everything has changed. My life before was very sad, very lonely because it was very difficult to have appointments with friends. I couldn't bear more than one voice at the same time because the filter of my hearing doesn't work anymore. Um, the only thing I could do before was walking in the forest with one person with a calm voice, and yeah, now I'm not back in my former life. That is not right. But step by step, uh, yes, how can I say? These are small steps into my former life.
Is there anything you would like to add before we finish the interview?
Mm, maybe that it's a long journey in my case. It's not a sprint, it's a long journey. And maybe, I don't know if it's important, but I did the treatment always doing a meditation, a breath meditation, because I knew that you can only heal in a state in a parasympathetic state, not under stress. And so I did my breath work to activate my vagus nerve, and maybe this helped. I don't know. I did it.
Uh-huh. Yeah, my assistant said that you did a very good job of following the protocol, and that's very good to hear. Unfortunately, many people, they expect the device to be a plug and play cure, but as we can see through many examples, it's definitely not something that can happen very quickly and requires a lot of self-work. Okay, well, thank you very much, Karin, for sharing your story. I wish you the very...
Thank you, Anthony, for doing this work to save my life.
Well, it's very nice to hear. And to everybody listening, if you have any questions regarding tinnitus or hyperacusis, noxacusis, you can, of course, join my Discord server. And if anybody is wondering whether or not I am planning on opening the opening participation in the future, yes, I do plan on doing that. However, the participation will be limited in the amount of people able to participate further in the project. And of course, there is a certain subgroup of people which the device is quite risky to use. I'm talking about severely reactive and with severe hyperacusis. So future participants will, of course, be screened to be sure that the device has absolutely no risk of worsening them. For example, it has happened before. There have been people who haven't been able to use it due to their sound tolerance being very low. But yeah, keep your eyes open on the Discord server and on the YouTube channel for that update if you're interested in future participation. It's not going to be any sort of trial anymore. However, the protocol will, of course, still be in place to increase the chances, of course, of your success. And again, thank you, Karin, for participating in this interview. I'm very grateful that you stuck around to share your story. And that's about it for today. I'll see y'all later.